Hi, Tom. My name is Latrina. And earlier in the week, you reached out in response to an email that I had sent out offering businesses a free video sharing things you might be able to do to improve your online presence. So, this is the video that I've made for you all. As I mentioned in the email, there's no selling in the video. We strongly believe givers gain, so every week we make a few of these for business owners who are interested, hoping to bring value and service to their business and also communities. So your feedback would be greatly appreciated, however, just so that we know that these are actually helpful or not. Good or bad, we want to know what you thought. So let's get started. So what I'm going to cover is content, backlinks, and citations and why these are important website elements for you to have. We'll take a look at your company's online presence, and I'll make recommendations for improvement if I see any that could boost your business. So content is anything on your website, Tom. It's the words, the images, the videos. It's basically letting Google know exactly what it is you do, right? Not only Google, but the people who visit your website. But if you don't have enough content, then Google doesn't have an opportunity to grab all of those relevant keywords. Ideally, you want to have at least 1,500 words on your homepage at least, and at least 500 on your back pages. This will allow you enough content to put all of the essential information about your business that people will want to know so that Google can include you appropriately in search results. And then citations are listings that you can get in directories. They're important to have because they show that you're a relevant, legitimate business, okay? It's your business name, address, and phone number simply placed throughout the internet in a consistent way. And this also helps you to rank well with Google. You want to have as many as you can get and preferably more than your competitors. And then finally, backlinks. These are the placement of your website address onto other websites. So for example, if you have a Facebook page, LinkedIn, Instagram, Wikipedia, any place where your website is listed, that's considered a backlink because it redirects traffic away from those sites to your website, okay? The more backlinks you have, the more popular you become or your website becomes. In fact, to Google, backlinks don't just measure popularity, they measure trustworthiness. If you think about it, a company that is allowing another company to place their website on their page shows some level of trust, right? So to Google, it shows that a business has a lot of trust when they have many backlinks on the internet. But don't go spamming backlinks. Make sure that they're related to what you do. So as a carpet cleaning company, that's going to be where you focus, right? You're going to be focusing on home improvement, carpet cleaning, environmental services, those kinds of things, cleaning services, rather than like a nail spa or a random restaurant. So let's hop on over to Google momentarily, and then we'll jump over to your website for feedback, okay? So Google is very specific in how it presents people with results, okay? So the Google search bar here is where people type in organic keywords. So usually it's the services or products they're looking for and the location. When we do a search, we usually present it with some ads at the top, sometimes at the bottom as well. That's pretty typical. Sometimes people will see these, sometimes they won't. A lot of people these days have ad blockers, so in those cases they won't see them. The other thing I'm noticing is like Home Advisor is here. Sometimes Home Advisor, Thumbtack, Angie's, they show up in the results as well. Something to note about those services is that when you're paying for those services, if you pay for those services, you pay for every lead that they give you, but they sell that same lead to 4 other companies. So 5 companies are buying for that one lead. And of course, only one business is going to land it. So what I try to show businesses are organic things that they can do to improve their online presence. And one of those is to optimize your website and your Google listing so that you show up more prominently in the Google search results. The area that we're looking at right now is called the Map Pack. And this is where Google lists who they perceive to be the top 3 ranking businesses for the key terms searched. In this case, carpet cleaning contractors for Fairfax, okay? As we move further down the page, Google continues to rank businesses, and I see you're on the first page. So that's an awesome accomplishment because, as you might know from experience, when you do a Google search, you tend to stay on the first few pages. You're not really wandering that far off, right? So having your business on the first few pages and on the first page is a wonderful accomplishment. hopefully over time you can get yourself ranked here, and some of the things that I'm sharing with you in this video will put you right on track for that. So let's take a look at your website. So let's see here. So one thing I'm going to point out is I would have a contact form much higher the top of the page. And it doesn't have to be an elaborate one. Name, email, phone number. You do have quite a bit of space here at the top of the page, so might as well take advantage of that white space. Put your contact form up there so that people can leave you their information. Sometimes people call, sometimes they hang up too soon, or they leave a voicemail that you can't make out. So at least you're giving them an opportunity to leave their contact information right away, and that becomes an instant hot lead for you. Your website is laid out kind of oddly. I don't know why. Let me see something. Yeah, you have a lot of white space on your page. And you have content, but it's not laid out ideally. Like you have the fonts change, the sizes change. You have a lot of information on here, but it's not very organized. Like your blog is here at the bottom. I would try to organize your page a little bit better. So your home page you're listing as a locations page, which is not ideal. That's not how a website should be set up. Your home page is going to be like the first impression that people get about your business, okay? You're going to highlight all the key terms that you do, all of these things here. They're going to be embedded throughout your home page, kind of introducing what it is you do. All of these services are going to be strategically placed on your homepage. This should be a separate locations page, okay? The other thing is, I don't even see your business name anywhere on this page except for in the URL. So that you really want to have, this photo is kind of off center. It's kind of, I would move that up a little bit, make sure it's placed properly here. I do like the background of the carpet. That's nice. But I would just make sure you place your images in a strategic way. But what's really going to be helping you is getting all of your services on your homepage. You do have a lot of content, but it's not Google optimized content. And the way it's laid out, it does not, excuse me for saying, it doesn't look extremely professional. And I know you are a professional business, so you'd want your website to depict that. Okay, let's see. The other thing I would recommend, see how you're saving your images. This is actually a good keyword, almost a good keyword. This VA slumber doesn't need to be there, but carpet cleaning Fairfax is a good keyword to have here, because that allows you to embed additional keywords on your page and therefore help Google to find your services. All right. But yeah, you need your website organized a little bit better. Definitely this homepage with the locations is not ideal. You should have a separate locations tab for that. Services looks good. Definitely want to make sure you have 1,500 words on your homepage and 500 on each of these back pages so that you're ranking appropriately. Let me show you what I mean. So when we look at your data, you have dropped significantly with your backlinks. You had 207,000 at one time. You're down to 653, which is a red flag to Google, because it shows not only is your popularity dropping, but your trustworthiness is dropping as well. Definitely be building out your referring domains as well. You added 90 recently, so that's awesome. Same thing here, you added some, so keep adding them, but you're way off from what you had initially. So yeah, definitely work on that. But let me show you something about your keywords. So you're ranking pretty well with your keywords related to Northern Virginia and Fairfax. Okay. A lot of these keywords, you're like in the top like 10, which is good. But as we go and look at other keywords for other areas, you see that you start to drop, right? If you want to really get business in those areas, you need to do things to make sure you're ranking for those keywords too, not just Fairfax and Northern Virginia. So carpet cleaners, Williamsburg, Virginia, 200 people search that every month, but you're number 32 on the list, okay? Oriental rug cleaning, Charlottesville, Virginia, 70 people search that every month, but you're number 24. So you want to be making sure that you are ranking very well for not only Fairfax and Virginia, because these other locations are going to bring you business too, right? And that was the reason that I said you need to have a separate locations tab. That way you can have, for each of these locations, have your keywords strategically placed in each of these locations. Have your homepage be an overall page that talks in general about your services. That will help you there. The homepage, if it's designed properly, will not only help you to rank properly, but it will help you to get Google's attention and allow them to crawl your website frequently and thoroughly, okay? But when it's not very organized and a little odd in how it's designed, then Google doesn't consider it to be a professional website and they don't spend a whole lot of time there. So with that, I'm kind of going longer than I wanted. So I'm going to end it here, Tom, but hopefully some of these tips will help you. These videos are intended to be helpful and informative, so hopefully I've accomplished that. However, I would like your feedback, so let me know. And also, if you have any questions whatsoever, let me know that too. Be happy to clarify anything that I've covered in your video. With that, I'm going to wish you a lovely rest of your weekend and much continued success for Astrobrite. Bye-bye.